God, I'm really excited for the callbacks today. By the way, how does the music sound? I have absolutely no idea. Ooh. Is the music a thing I should do in the background of my videos? It definitely fills the silence a little better, because sometimes I have... Fair enough. Sometimes I have, like, weird pauses in my speech, and I know that I do. It's just how my brain works. I thought so. But I don't know what kind of music to use, and I don't know how to, like, mix it with my voice, because I am kind of shit at technology. And yet I'm like, yes, I'm gonna do a very tech-heavy job. I'm so great at planning. I definitely plan out every decision that I make. I definitely don't just wing it and just say, fuck it, let's see what happens. I am definitely not the queen of fucking around and finding out. Yeah, I am very much so happy to be back. Hell yeah. Do it. I do have to go to callbacks at 6, so at about probably 4:30, I'm gonna turn it off because I need some me time before I go do this. But I am gonna be on for a little while at least. I don't think I'm ever gonna get over that air hostess story. I am so excited to post the air hostess story, or like these 3 stories on my channel. I think it's gonna be really funny. Yeah, life has been honestly kicking my ass recently, so that's why I haven't been, online as much, or, even just like in the Discord. I feel bad because I'm like, I want to interact with everyone, and I want to stream, and like I want to. Oh my god, you're right. It is the first stream of the year. It took me 21 fucking days to do this. God, no wonder I don't have any followers. I don't have a posting schedule. Well, how many YouTubers actually have posting schedules? When was the last time Charlie Slimesicle posted a video? I think it was like a year ago. I don't know. If it wasn't obvious, I watched Slimesicle because I think he's funny. He has my exact sense of humor. I think the energies are very similar there, and I think it would be really funny to, like, meet him. You know what? Yeah, dude, I am totally fine with it. Like, honestly, this just kind of goes out to everyone. If I didn't want y'all to be able to talk to me, I wouldn't have set up a Discord. So I am totally cool with it. Like, I promise, if I didn't want anyone to have, like, any way of communicating with me outside of streaming and YouTube videos, I would make sure of that. Trust me, you're all good. Yeah, honestly, okay, this semester is going to be interesting, to say the least. Oh, I finally started doing forensics. I've started doing a forensics minor, guys. You know what that means. I get to be a dork and talk about biology and crime scene investigating. So, not only do we get planes, we get cool, like, true crime stuff now, too. Yeah, do not worry. If I'm somewhere that I can't respond, like, at the moment, or I'm just not feeling too great, I won't. I will always do things in my own time. You know what? Okay, I can tell these stories because they don't embarrass me. Apparently, when I was a kid, I did everything. Dude, fucking, I want a PhD. Are you kidding me? I want a PhD. I want to do that. PhD. Yes. Yes, please. I want people to have to call me doctor. Just because I think it would be fun to, like, siblings. It would be kind of fun to rub it in my siblings' face. I'm not going to lie about that. Anyone who has siblings can, relate, probably. It's like, if you get an achievement, you're kind of like, haha. Anyway, you want to go to the movies? How accurate was that interpretation of a sibling conversation? Dude, I love true crime. I also really like telling certain history stories. I remember when I had to take history classes for high school and, grade school. Number one, in grade school, they would just teach us about the 2 world wars every year and, 9/11, and that was the entirety of the history curriculum. That was it. I don't know why. Oh my god. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. That has very college energy to it. Speaking of college energy, there was a sign outside of one of the admin buildings, and it had been, gently covered, the front of it had been gently covered in snow. And so being on a college campus, as I am, of course, people couldn't, leave it alone or, brush the snow off of the entire thing. No. They drew a dick on the thing, and I took a Snapchat of it, and I sent it to my friends, and I was like, I fucking hate college kids. And they were like, you are a college kid. And I was like, shh. We don't talk about that. No. Don't do it. That is the energy of shh, I work at the bank. Thank you. I just felt my phone buzz, and I pulled it out to check, and I saw the Discord notification. Everyone join the Discord, by the way. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, I'm so excited to get the gaming computer. I have so many games I want to play. I have so many games. So many games. Would you rather have unlimited bacon but no games? Or games? Unlimited games, but no games. I said that at a fucking table the other day. I was eating dinner with my friends. Yeah, I'm getting a gaming computer fucking finally. Hello. Welcome. What's poppin'? I'm currently doing story time. And also just random memories. Dude, trees are cool. They produce oxygen and shit. And I kind of need that to live, so they're pretty cool. Oh my god. I'm so tired today. I stayed up till 3 in the morning yesterday because I had a long ass day. I was literally up at 7 in the morning to go to lab and do stuff. Oh, I see. Okay. I had to get up at 7 to go do a lab and shit, and then I had to go to a physics lecture, and then I had to figure out what the fuck I was doing for the audition that night. And I'm a plain doctor. You know what? I think it's funny that my job could technically be classified as plain veterinarian, however you say it. Pronunciation. What the fuck is that? I say as I mimic accents all the time, every day. What? Oh my god, I learned some information yesterday as well while I was prepping for... No, my legs are getting better. I also, well, only one is, but it's getting better. I can almost walk normally now, so that's cool. I'm so excited to be able to, kick a punching bag again. I'm so excited. I still have Blueberry Negative 2.0, but I also have Blueberry 2.0 with me now. And I have gotten an ungodly amount of parking tickets because I either, 1, pull sketchy shit all the time, or 2, didn't realize that I had a different parking pass, but that's okay. Yes. That is true. There's this ladder workout machine. I don't know if y'all have ever seen it, but it's like those stair workout machines, except it's a ladder. I've seen them, I've never used them, and I want to use one. That is, you know what? Accurate. Dude, the ladder machines look so fun. They look so fun. Everyone on my floor probably hates me. Because I'm very loud. I'm naturally a loud person, which is, I mean, again, theater kid, does that surprise anyone? Just like, I'm making good content, you know what? They can just join the stream. That would actually be kind of funny if they, like, joined the stream, but they could hear me live in the next room over. That would actually be that would be kind of quirky. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Oh, no, do I say that on stream? How much information? Oh no. Oh no. Everyone knows YouTubers' birthdays, right? Yeah, because I could tell you when Markiplier's birthday is. For one very specific reason. I'm just gonna put that up on my door. Just like the home of quality content. That's gonna be, you know what? That's actually, you know what? That would be so funny if that was like the slogan of my channel. Just every room I go into, I just have like a piece of paper ready, like with tape on it in my pocket at all times. Just every room I enter, I just slap that on the door before I go in. Damn straight. You just have little business cards. Oh my god, that reminds me. Okay, so I heard this thing and it was like how to throw people off if someone like asks for your number in a public place, but you don't want to give it to them because you have no idea who they are and it's your phone number. One of the things was like ask them for their business card. And I thought that was the funniest shit ever. Oh yeah, you want to hear a fun cemetery story? Y'all want to hear a quirky little cemetery story that I've probably most likely told on this channel before? Well, too bad, I'm telling you anyway. Cool, okay, awesome. So, back about, oh my god, a year ago now. Nice, as you should. Now you can come prepared. You can just start handing out your business cards. Oh my god, that is so funny. Imagine that's how, like, YouTubers tried to get people to follow their YouTube accounts. They just had business cards, but, like, instead of, you know, a business title and, like, a name and a phone number and an email, it was just, like, the YouTube link. It was just the YouTube URL. That would actually, okay, you know what? That actually kind of slaps. I would do that for the meme. I would 100% do that for the joke. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. I'm gonna do that. Damn straight. You gotta use like the size 12 Times New Roman font, you know? You gotta be like old school type shit. You gotta be like regular boring business, you know? Because that's funny. Anyway, cemetery story. So I was in class. It was actually last semester. It was probably about third of the way through last semester this time of year. Anyway, I was sitting in class and my professor, one of my professors, made the mistake of asking us what our weekend plans were on a Friday. Now, normally that wouldn't be like, you know, a bad thing to ask, but you gotta remember that I'm me, and I was sitting in the room at that time, and I'm an eccentric person, and therefore I must do eccentric shit. And believe me, I do. So I raised my hand in a room of, I kid you not, 82 other students. I raise my hand, he calls on me, and I go, I'm doing a seance in a cemetery this weekend. We're gonna see if we can summon demons and maybe get possessed by one, because we don't have anything better to do. Because I'm insane? Like, I don't know what to tell you. So I literally I quite literally said, like, yeah, I'm gonna hang out at a cemetery and do a seance this weekend. We're trying to summon demons. And he was like, I'm sorry, you what? Well, don't bring the demon back here. And then one of my other classmates, I actually know them pretty well now, they go, oh my god, if you do, I'll make it like a t-shirt, and then we could just see a t-shirt like floating around the room, and they had no right to make it as funny as that was. We also had a day where that same professor was getting really pissed off at a couple of the students because they were being super disruptive, and he's like, you know what? You guys want to be that much, like, you guys want to disrupt the class that much? Like, you want You want to talk so much, come up here and teach the class yourselves. You want to talk that much, do it yourself. Because I'm not going to put up with this. So they both literally went up to the front of the class and genuinely started teaching. Like, they just read off of the slides, and the slides already had, like, way too much information on them, so it wasn't exactly, like, difficult. But I kid you not, they walk up to the front of this class in front of, like, 80 of their peers and start teaching. And everyone's, like, pulling out their phones and taking Snapchats. And it was actually funny. One, because they had no idea what they were doing. Obviously, they wouldn't be in the class if they did. Two, one thing that professor does a lot is industry stories, and every single time before he tells an industry story, he's like, hey, do you guys want to hear an industry story? And, like, he says industry story in a really weird way. So we all make jokes about that. Oh, damn straight. And so every like 2 minutes or so, they'd be like, all right, guys, we have an industry story that we're going to tell you. And one of them I actually remember pretty well, and I am going to share here because I thought it was fucking hilarious. So they were both pro flight students, and in the pro flight program we have quite a few Cessnas, and one of them is kind of old, pretty dinged up, it's seen a lot, and we call it Big Dicky, I think. Yeah, it's called Big Dicky. And apparently one of their industry stories was there is a river decently close to our college, right? So apparently someone took this plane and flew it out to the river and skimmed 20 feet above the river in that plane. And I thought that was and they were telling that story, and I was like, and they were like, yeah, and now that's why Big Dicky has so much rust on all of the landing gear stuff and, like, the bottom of the plane, is because it was 20 feet from the fucking river. And we were all like, holy shit, no way. It was also funny because that very same professor was like, with these same two kids, those two pro flight students, he was like, they were like, oh my gosh, would you ever, like, be our flight instructor? Because he also teaches some, like, pro flight classes. And he's like, they were like, oh, would you ever get in a plane with us? Like, would you ever let us, like, fly you in a plane? And he was like, absolutely not. I will never fly with a pro flight student. And I turn around and I go, would you ever fly in a plane with me? And he's like, what do you do? And I'm like, I'm AET. And he's like, do you even know how to fly a plane? At the time, I was like, no, because I didn't. And he was like, well, obviously not. You don't know. And I'm like, but I'm not pro flight. That was the only thing you said. You said pro flight. I'm not that. So that was funny. I thought that professor was really funny. That class sucked. You know what? Make it 4 and you got yourself a deal. Period. Yo, this music is fucking bumping in the background. I'm glad I can just type in no copyright music, and that's, like, the extent of which I have to search for it. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny to me. I find that quirky and entertaining. Speaking of quirky and entertaining, oh my god, corn country. Crank up the volume? Alright, I got you, bestie. I can do that. How's that? Did that do anything? I have no idea how much. I'm gonna do it a little bit more, why not? Let's go there. Is that better? I hope so.